This look is very like I'm a witch that lives in the woods and eats children, but like trendy. 2 videos, 2 Saturdays in a row. Could I actually be back for good? We will see. This is gonna be a very chill video, very stream of consciousness. I wanted to come in with some updates and some announcements. I'm going to be announcing the prizes for the street team winners at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But first I wanted to talk about something that I've been getting a lot of questions on, which is, of course, how's the publishing thing going? What's the update? What's the status? Like, what's going on? So I will tell you guys all I am really allowed to say. So at the time of filming this video, this is the end of July, and my manuscript is with my wonderful editor, Courtney, over at New Traditions Publishing. We're doing the second round of edits. The first round took place over the week of 4th of July. I was in Iowa seeing my sister, because my sister moved to Iowa, because that's a thing people do. They move to Iowa. But I was in Iowa furiously scribbling away on my mom's tablet that she happened to have to get those edits done for her on the 4th of July, I want to say. Yeah, I was working on the 4th of July. She didn't ask me to do that. I was just ready to get it done because we did a massive rewrite. For anyone who read the story, a large part of River's story was being from a very religious community. Very church-going, very steeped in Christian traditions, but used in a way that highlighted the hypocrisy of certain members of his community. And I got some feedback from some people that they didn't appreciate that very much. Art is about subjective interpretations. That's not me giving into criticism. The things that they said were very valid because I wasn't telling my story in a particular enough way to illustrate what I was trying to illustrate with those points. So I had a conversation with my editor about it because she had some points about some magic system things that I wasn't digging deep enough into those things and was digging too deeply into other things. So in order to kind of fix that, we cut some of the Christianity stuff, replaced it with some of the magic stuff, to make the story more allegorical and less offensive. Not that I care about being offensive. The same person who said that also said my book was way too scary and dark for her. She didn't want to finish it. She didn't like it. That's okay. I'd rather offend you with people throwing up bugs than because I didn't tell my story properly and you misinterpreted what I was trying to say about certain systems of religion, and especially where I grew up, certain people who use religion as meat of their own agendas and make themselves the God figure. In line with all of that, there was some rewrites that had to be done, so I had to take some time, and of course once you rewrite something you go back, and Courtney and I are both perfectionists, so every time I would go back and change something, she'd have a comment about it, and then we'd have a talk about it, and then I would decide to change something else. And I think between the two of us we're gonna get this done, but we might just keep going until it's like the best book that's ever written but no one ever sees it because we just can't stop tweaking it to make it perfect. That's what's going on right now as of the day of filming. If any other updates come, I will put them here. But that's where we're at, is second round of edits. Working on a cover. Cover should be done soon. It has been more of a nightmare than I thought it would be. I am working on my second book, the sequel to Civil Blood. But it is a little bit hard to write a sequel when you're waiting for minute details to be finalized with the first book, because I've already had to go back so many times in so many different drafts of the second book. It's on its 3rd or 4th draft now, and fix little things once I change them in Civil Blood. So I'm working on a series Bible, but that's really all I can say. We still don't have a publishing date yet. It is getting closer to being finalized, but with things like this, you just have to keep your mouth shut until you're absolutely sure, because the last thing I would want to do is tell you guys that the book's gonna come out on X date and then it gets pushed back for some reason or something happens and we have to push it back, and I put a date in your guys' head and then it doesn't work out, because we're not doing pre-sale with this book, because just the way that my publishing house that I'm working with works, they don't do pre-sale because it gives a lot of room for error. They would rather just have a really strong release date than worry about the pre-sale things, because like I said, it would really suck if we told you guys that it was coming out on X date and then it didn't. But we're working towards a fall 2018 release date, which is why my street team is up and running as of this week. And I wanted to make a huge special announcement here on my YouTube channel about the prizes to kind of entice some of y'all. If you weren't sure if you wanted to join the street team, I might still have some openings. And if you decide that these prizes sound like something you want to try and win by being on the street team, here we go. Street team is ideally going to take place over the course of 2 months. Every 2 weeks I will announce a winner, and there will be 4 prizes to choose from, 4 writerly prizes and 4 writerly prizes. And for the writerly type prizes, I will be giving away a 3-chapter critique done by yours truly. I'm happy to take a look at anything and give you some very detailed feedback of your first 3 chapters, because that is usually what you're asked to send to an agent or small publishing house. I will also be doing a query letter and 250-word synopsis write-up for your work in progress, because again, when you're querying, you need a query letter and you're usually asked for a synopsis, if not your first 3 chapters. So you either get to do a 3-chapter critique with me, or I can write you up a query letter and a 250-word synopsis of your work in progress. I will also be doing a website consultation. My dad designed my awesome website. You can see it in the link below. And as long as you have a domain name already purchased, he'd be happy to help you out and make your website the best that it can be, because let's be real, if you love an author, if you love their books, you go check out their website. They have a terrible website. It's a little off-putting. It is really important now more than ever. Everybody knows your social media has to look tight, look right, and so does your website, and it is tough. As far as other mainstream, everybody can enjoy prizes go, I'm also giving away a $25 Starbucks gift card, a $25 Amazon gift card, an autographed Arc of Civil Blood. So that's an advanced reader's copy. If you don't know, that's usually an uncorrected proof. It's going to be one of the first books that is bound and sent to me, and I will write you a nice little note in it, and I will send it to you as a prize if that's something you're interested in. But I'm very excited about my last 2 prizes, because this is something that I would die to win. I'm going to be giving away 2 book bundles of my favorite indie author books. I have a fantasy bundle, which includes Keeper by Kim Chance, The Elysian Prophecy by Vivian Rees, and Full Moon Rising by T.M. Becker. And then I also have a YA dystopian bundle. Now, I'm not a huge fan of dystopian, but these books are my fave. Obviously, Evelyn's Number by Bethany Atazada, The Alpha Drive by Kristen Martin, and When Stars Burn Out by Anna Vera. Now, these are all awesome AuthorTube ladies. They are, except for TM, I don't think she has an AuthorTube channel. And all 3 books are going to come in a bundle, and that is going to be 1 prize. So if you want to join my street team, if that sounds like a cool thing to you, if you want to win books and arcs and website consultations and query letters and gift cards and all kinds of cool shit, let me know. I may have a couple spots left, so get on it. And if you're already on my street team, I love you. Hopefully you love the prizes. If you don't, girl, sorry, but these are the prizes. That's all I've got for you guys this week. Tune in next week. We're going to be talking about writer's block, why it sucks, and how to overcome it. I will see you next Saturday. Bye.